Mainit. I'm not. What are these? Buchi. Can I taste?
Yes.
Ube?
Yes.
What's this one?
Cassava flavor.
Can I? Ube. Can I try?
You think?
You make? You make?
My father and mother.
Nah. Okay. Magkano?
50.
50? Can I see? Oh, ube. Thank you. What's your name?
Hanilin.
Annalyn.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Annalyn. I'll go see Jeff. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. The Lonely Planet is my now adopted travel guide for getting around the Philippines. And I've chosen my new destinations from it. And in the book it says, take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, sorry, someone's put some notes in my book. No, but what it does say, that this town is a charming township just south of Lake Taal. It has relaxed streets and it has historic Spanish colonial buildings, one of which I'll be staying in and I'll show you around. But it also has local dishes which I'm looking forward to trying, like Taal Tapa, for example. And also I'm going to be trying my first ever boodle fight. I'm going to be starting at the truly massive Baroque style Taal Basilica. First stop of the day, the Basilica. It's only about 5:30 in the morning and the place is surrounded by fitness fanatics who've come for a jog or run around the car park here. But the church itself is huge. It's the biggest in Asia here. The biggest in the Philippines and biggest in Asia. The size of the church is magnified because it's on top of the high ground which overlooks the whole of the town as well. Let's go for a quick look inside. Awesome. Look at the size of this. If it had my size, I'd buy one. Just my colour. The Lonely Planet told me to come here early in the morning because the lighting was better. I think it was good advice because it looks fantastic. But as most things in the Philippines, these historic buildings have had a tough time with earthquakes and volcanic eruptions because Taal, this is only a few miles from the volcano. It's the second most active volcano in the Philippines. So originally built in the 1700s. This version here behind me was built in 1865. It always makes me smile. The Philippines is on a different body clock than the UK. This is 6 o'clock in the morning and already the place is lively. It's the church and it's a tourist spot. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. The UK isn't even out of bed. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Yet the Philippines is so up and lively and at it. It always makes me smile. They say because of these heritage buildings, colonial style buildings, it's like the vegan of the south. Well, it's like vegan in the north, which is a very beautiful historic town. I've never been. Even with all this history and the colonial buildings and what have you still get traditional Filipino. As well as the historic buildings, you get the cobbled streets as well, just like a lot of European countries have got. I suppose that's the idea, isn't it? It's the old colonial Spanish buildings. But it's beautiful to walk in the streets and looking at all these old buildings and all the history they carry. When it was awarded heritage status, it gave more impetus to start restoring some of the buildings here, and a lot of them were made into guest houses and restaurants and things like that, and they're very nice ones too. But I'm staying in one as recommended by Lonely Planet, obviously. And I'll just show you around one of these colonial buildings now, which has been turned into my bed and breakfast. This is my home for a day or so. When these houses were built, they used to keep the cattle and the animals downstairs, and the upstairs used to be the living quarters. So these are the living quarters along with the bedrooms. So this is it. I've already settled in. My bedroom's a right mess. But this is, I've got all access to the rooms. And this is another room. There's a lot of antique furniture here as well. Not all of it as old as the house, which is 160 years old. I think this is what I love about the place. Look at this. These sliding windows are original. They're over 100 years old. But look at these little individual pieces of glass here that let in the natural light. They're made from shell. Each one is made from a little bit of shell. The workmanship that used to go into the buildings and the architecture all that time ago. The owner, Robert, who's cooking me breakfast at the moment, nice guy. He's filled it with a lot of, like, what I would call knickknacks and antiques. So some of it antique, like this. Yeah. Hello? Can I speak to the 1970s, please? They're not in. Breakfast time. Oh, yes, what a lovely location.
How do you take your coffee?
Just black?
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 But there's cream and sugar.
Oh, okay. No, I usually just take black. Thank you.
Welcome. So this is the local Batangas coffee
Ah, right, very nice.
called Barako.
Oh. Breakfast time with local Filipino coffee, Barako, Tapa,
That's the
Taal style, Taal style,
Huh?
Taal style.
That's the Taal Tapa. Which
Taal
you're,
Tapa.
you know, supposed to be very famous for.
Thank you.
So enjoy.
Thank you very much. My constant companion now. Hello, little fella. What makes Taal Tapa different from the rest of the Philippines Tapa, I do not know. I know it's very tender and it's very tasty, and the meat seems to be a bit larger than I'm used to. But the exact difference is I don't really know. I just know it's very nice. Nice one, Robert. Well cooked. Kamyas. My dinner later will be made with these kamyas, dried in the sun normally to get a better flavour. But I'm going to try a raw one. Apparently quite bitter. Ooh, ooh, that's sharp. I tell you what it reminds me of though. Back home, when I was a young boy, climbing trees to get very small apples from the trees. We used to call them crab apples. And it tastes like a crab apple. But they're normally dried in the sun to get a better flavour. But that's quite nice, that's nice, sharp. I like it. Shower done, breakfast done, ready to face the world. but I just want to show you the view from the window is pretty cool. It's a little banana plantation, banana trees, and admittedly that is only cool if you're not used to having a banana tree outside your window. So if you're from the Philippines, you're probably thinking that's not very cool at all. But I'm from the north of England, and we don't have banana trees, so that is pretty cool to have outside your hotel window. You just have to take my word for that. While I was out and about walking the streets, I wanted to visit some points of interest. So I went to the home of the woman who made the first Philippines flag, Donna Marcela Marino. But unfortunately today, her house, which is now a museum, was closed. So I walked a short walk up the hill to the next point. This is a grandfather clock. And believe it or not, my grandfather used to have one of these. He was a watch repairer. One of his trades. And my grandmother used to have one of these as well. For 160 years old, it's beautifully well maintained.
So you need to bring this outdoor, this studio camera. So under the...
It's 130 pesos to get in per head, but there's a lot of guided tours. I've just gone and done my own thing, as I normally do. But it's not just cameras, there's hundreds of historic old cameras. There's a lot of good photographs on the wall, historic photographs on the wall as well. Sorry, Robert, but I think I want to change my accommodation and come to stay in the Paradores de Castillo instead. It's beautiful here. I wanted local cuisine in a nice setting, and Robert directed me here. I've ordered my dish and I'm just waiting for it now. This is another local delicacy, sinaing na tulingan. Tulingan is the name of the fish. The English name for the fish is bullet tuna, which sounds quite impressive actually. The pinakbet, here's I'm going to test myself now. Ingredients in the pinakbet is talong, sitaw, calabasa, and it'll come, sitaw, talong, calabasa, marigoso, kamatis, all cooked, and there's a fish paste in there, bagaong I think, which gives it a nice salty seasoning taste. It's a very underrated dish actually, it's very nice, it's very, very underrated, and probably very healthy as well. Sinaing means it's been cooked very slowly over 4 or 5 hours in a clay pot, wrapped in a banana leaf and with a tang of vinegar. So the fish is cooked in vinegar and the fruit called kamias, which we saw earlier. If one of them dropped on your head, you'd know about it. Last night in Taal, and I'm going for classic Filipino dish, which after 4 years in the Philippines I've never had, and it's a boodle fight. There's a lot of tradition behind boodle fight. This one's only small, it's only for 2 people, but they usually come in much larger. The tables in this restaurant here, which specialises in boodle fight, there's huge families and lots of people with food laid out on a banana. Traditionally, it's a lot of different kinds of food, lots of rice, and it was the way that we used to feed the army in the Philippines apparently. Used to cover the table in banana, put all the food in the middle of the table and let the army fight over it. Something like that, that's what I've been told. There'll be no fighting tonight, because all the best bits of mine, I'm sure in the past they never bothered with gloves. Personal hygiene's always been a big thing, but now, and especially since COVID, bend over, sir. So here we go then. My first ever boodle fight. And what have we got? Let's dissect it a little bit. Chicken wings. Chicken wings, looks like Java rice. There's mussels. Seafood. Salted egg. Kamatis. Mango. Philippines national fish, which is bangus. Talong. And as a cleanser, you have watermelon. Oh, and one of my favorites, pickled papaya. The bangus. Tuck in. If you have grilled chicken, then you must have tuyo. It's a great social way to eat your food. I just need more friends, that's all. There's not much fighting going on here. It's all very polite, actually. This is a man's banana leaf during a boodle fight. This is a girl's, all tidy and in formation. Nah, let's try that again. It was great, that was. Great. Ooh, it is very hot today. But when in Philippines, do as the Filipinos do. Use an umbrella. I would just like to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep safe, keep smiling.